Hey guys, Fiona here. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, you are very welcome. So today I'm going to be making one of my favorite Nigerian stews, aka Ayamase. Now for my non-Nigerians, because I know there are quite a few non-Nigerians that watch my channel, it is a delicious stew that is predominantly made from green peppers with an assortment of meats. So I'm going to be chucking all sorts of stuff in here, and it is honestly such an amazing stew. I actually made this last week, and I know some of you guys on Instagram asked me to film this, but I thought to myself, why don't I make this stew more often? Like it just kind of dawned on me that this stew is one of my favorites, yet I don't make it enough, and it is so easy to make. So anyway, without further ado, let us get straight to the cooking. Make sure you subscribe if you want more of these videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. So as I mentioned already, this stew is all about the green peppers, and to make it I'm going to be using 5 green bell peppers, 1 brown onion and 2 Scotch bonnet peppers. The first thing I'm going to do is make the base of the stew, so I'm just popping all of those ingredients into the blender and I'm going to blend them down to a lumpy consistency. This stew has a lot of texture to it, so you definitely don't want to blend it to a straight liquid consistency, but rather have it a little bit lumpy, just like I'm showing here. Once the mix has been blended, I pour it into a pot and I'm going to cook this for 10 to 15 minutes just so that it can reduce and I'm left with a much thicker consistency. So this is what the mix looks like 15 minutes later. It kind of looks like porridge, but it's all good. That is exactly what we want. Next, I'm going to pour approximately 1 cup of palm oil into another pot. Guys, please do not faint at this point. I know it's a lot of oil, and it actually reminds me of why I don't eat this stew more often. But this is how it's done traditionally, so I'm just going to go with the flow. Before I add my onions and iru, I'm going to bleach the oil on medium heat for 5 minutes, and then turn the cooker off so that the oil can cool down and not over bleach. Bleaching helps to remove that somewhat chalky aftertaste that you can get with some brands of palm oil. Once the oil has cooled down, I add 1 sliced red onion to it and I let this fry for a minute or 2, and then I add a tablespoon of iru, aka locust beans. And if you have had these before, guys, you will know that this gives Ayamase the beautiful and authentic aroma that it has. Once the onions and the iru have fried and the onions are soft, I reach for some seasoned assorted meats which were cooked in less than 20 minutes using the pressure cooker. I've got some beef in here, some oxtail, some shaki and some pomo, and I'm going to fry these in the oil for 3 to 5 minutes so that they're just a little bit chewier and they can really kind of get that smoky flavor that the oil has got to it. After this, I'm ready to add my blended mix, so I mix this into the oil and I let this cook until the oil settles back at the surface of the mix, and then at this point I'm ready to go in with my seasoning. To season, I'm using a total of 4 individual chicken knorr cubes and half of a crayfish seasoning cube. I ran out of actual crayfish, so that's why I'm using the seasoning cube, but if you do have crayfish, then you can use a teaspoon or 2 of that instead. Again, I mix everything in and let the stew cook until the oil floats to the surface, and once that is done, guys, the Ayamase is ready. This comes out so good every time. Honestly, guys, you cannot get this recipe wrong, and I'm about to have this with some rice. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching.